You're with Libby from libbystamps.com. I have a video today on a Brayer Technique, and we're going to do this one using the open C. My cardstock for this card front is 9.5 by 13.8. All right, we're going to do it in the landscape position, and we're going to put on this one, I've got a moon, and to do that you just need a post-it note, and I'm using the 1 1/4 inch circle punch, and I'm going to place it into my punch so that circle is punched out with some of the sticky attached to it. And then I'm going to keep this as a mask for later on. So I've got two masks going on here. One's the circle and one's the punched out circle. So we've got the positive and the negative of both of them. So we might put it about there. So we'll start with the soft sky, and when you ink up your brayer, you need to go in one direction, lifting up, rolling across with firm but even pressure in one direction until you think you've got enough ink on your brayer. And we're doing landscape today. You need to start about 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters off to the right and go off an equivalent amount on the left. And when you start, you go across the top but not touching your card, and when you come back you're going to come down on your card like that. I'm going to come down as far as I can with the soft sky. So ink up your brayer again, and again starting off to one side and coming back on to your card. All these card fronts with brayering turn out differently. I'm using Stampin' Up's Whisper White cardstock, which is a great cardstock for this technique. It's lovely and smooth, and it's a good weight to do this because it's been compressed. It picks up the ink but doesn't leave your piece of card too wet to handle, so you can make a card front or do something else to it straight after. Alright, I'm going to turn that around and we'll do the bottom. At the bottom of this is going to be our ocean and this is our sky. So inking up again the same as before, and you start off to one side, you come across the top of your cardstock like that, and then when you come back, you're coming back at a bit of an angle and picking up your card. I'm going to come on to Marina Mist, and I'm going to do the same as I did before. So ink up my brayer, just going in the one direction. I'll see if I can demonstrate this slowly. So I'm going to start off about 1 inch away, and I'm going to come across the top of my card, not touching my card. And then when I come back, I'm coming back on my card, but each time I pass I'm going off about 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters each way. We want those colours to blend nicely. And if you're not sure whether you've got a night sky or a day sky, you can decide that when you've finished. This last card front I made into a night sky with just a moon. I might turn that round and we're going to do the same for the night sky. We want the colours to sort of blend. We don't want stripes, and that's why we start off our cardstock to start with. So we'll leave it there for Marina Mist, and the next colour we're going to try is Island Indigo. Alright, again inking up our brayer, just going in one direction. And then starting off our card to one side and going across the top and then coming back onto the card. Around, and we'll do our ocean. The last colour, which is Night of Navy. Now we don't need a lot of Night of Navy on our card because it's quite an intense colour and we've already got some good colour blending going on there. So our Night of Navy, we only want a little strip of Night of Navy, so we're going to only ink up about 1 inch or 1.5 inches of our brayer. And we do that by putting our stamp pad in the landscape position and only inking up the left hand side of our brayer, but we still do it the same way. So going on and across and lifting up. Right, then I'm going to turn it around and do the same for the night sky. Just about 1 inch, 2.5 centimetres. So now we're going to work on our sun, and for that we need to take the mask off. And we're going to pop that post-it note back over the top where that mask was. Then we're going to bring in Daffodil Delight and a sponge dauber, and we're going to ink that up well. And in a circular motion, we're going to add colour. So you can see how I've got a nice amount of yellow there. And then we're going to use some pumpkin pie. Now the pumpkin pie is going to go down the bottom like a setting sun. So again in the circular motion, and we're just doing it down the bottom, and we want the colours to sort of blend. Do that one. I've got a bit of shadow there, and I'll fix that in a minute. What we'll do is we'll stamp out our ship, and I'm using Archival Basic Black on my card front. Alright, now if you're not quite happy with how things have turned out, you can always fix them. So what I'm going to do now is put this mask back. Get a sponge dauber out and use some Marina Mist, I think. And in a circular motion, I'm just going to go around that mask. Let's see if I can blend those colours in. A little bit better. I might need a bit of navy, I might need. Alright, I'm just going to use a little bit of Night of Navy. So there we've got our card front, and then I've just put in some sort of like surf scum. Now normally I'd use my white Uniball Signo pen, but it seems to have gone missing, so I've just got a gel pen here, and I'm just going to go across and touch down every now and then, and when this dries you'll be able to see some scum. And I'm going to do the same for the clouds. Go across just in one direction and then stop, and you'll end up with a look similar to that. Alright, so there are two Brayer ship cards. I think I prefer this one, the one I did first, but anyway, you work with what you end up with, and it is a fun technique, so if you haven't tried it before, give it a go. So thanks for stopping by today. Bye for now.
Hey, if you wanna play, make it a better place. It'll take